It's the big night. Notre Dame's matchup with Wichita State. WSBT-22 sports director Pete Byrne is in Cleveland tonight, and he tells us how Irish head coach Mike Brey is preparing for the game days after the loss of his mother.
As Notre Dame prepares to take on Wichita State in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament, so much attention has been focused on head coach Mike Brey. As we know by now, Brey lost his mother last Saturday, just hours before he coached the Irish to victory over Butler in the second night of the NCAA tournament. Today, Brey spoke about his mother and said that she was the one who inspired him to get into coaching. We also spoke to Mike Brey's players today, and they said they're motivated by trying to keep this run alive for him.
Just to know, how much, it hurt him, but, he really didn't tell us until after the game. He just stayed focused. So just to be able to do something special for him would mean everything. But we've been talking about it from day one, how we all are family. We're brothers together, and, Coach is the leader. He's part of this family, and, we really hurt for him.
He definitely celebrated her life with his family on his day away. And so it's almost like, he just did a really good job and handled it really well, and he's really motivated, and he's been motivating us a lot to play hard.
She made me think about competing every day and drive, and to being around an accomplished woman like that. You felt she always made me feel like I could be special, because she was, and gave me a lot of confidence. Sunday was a great day, just to be there with them. We watched hoops the whole day. We watched Wichita State, Kansas. I told my brother, you're scouting Wichita State. My sister, you're scouting Kansas. But, it was great because it was a positive day. We reminisced about some of the great stories about my mom. I got back at 1 a.m. Monday, got a good night's sleep finally, and was ready to roll Monday morning. To keep being around these guys every day and around that good energy, been very healthy for me.
The Irish and Shockers play here on this floor tomorrow night shortly after 7 o'clock, a game you can see live here on WSBT. When I come back a few minutes from now in sports, we'll visit more with the Irish and tell you why they're not fazed by the underdog role as they get ready to play the Shockers in the Sweet 16. Reporting from Cleveland, Pete Byrne, WSBT-22 Sports.
Let's take a look at all those games tomorrow night. Again, Notre Dame tips off just after 7 right here on WSBT-22 in the Sweet 16 against Wichita State. That's followed by the Kentucky-West Virginia game. Then on Friday night, CBS will start with the UCLA and Gonzaga game at 7. Then Duke against Utah. And for you Michigan State fans, they play Oklahoma Friday night at 10. That game is on TBS. Now, the Notre Dame women also play in the Sweet 16 Friday night in Oklahoma City. The Irish are scheduled to tip off against Stanford at 10 o'clock. The winner will play the winner of the Iowa and Baylor game on Sunday. Governor